OpenAI chief scientist and co-founder Ilya Sutskever has finally left the company after 6 months of people wondering what was going on. Does this mean that Ilya saw something that caused him to have great concern? Or is the story more of a nothing burger than it appears? For months, ever since the ouster and then return of Sam Altman last November, the refrain has been, what did Ilya see? Ilya Sutskever had a very weird, it seems, part to play in the whole debacle. It was reported at various points that he was one of the main drivers of Sam initially being removed from OpenAI, but then at some point along the way, he retracted his position publicly and threw in his lot with the group that was trying to get Sam back. Perhaps because of that conversion, it wasn't clear if he was going to stick around or if he was just living on inevitably borrowed time. What's more, the fact of his switch led to lots of confusion around what the actual cause for Sam's firing might have been. In other words, the natural assumption that many people jumped to was that there was some fundamental concern around a misalignment of priorities, OpenAI moving towards an AGI future that they couldn't control, starting to think about business over the bigger philosophical mission. However, as many pointed out, if that was the case, it doesn't seem likely to be the thing that you would reverse position on. What's more, at various points, Ilya and others denied that that was what it was about. So all of this was really confused, and for months people have basically just been waiting for the other shoe to drop. Well, drop it finally did, when on Tuesday, May 14th, Ilya tweeted, "After almost a decade, I have made the decision to leave OpenAI. The company's trajectory has been nothing short of miraculous, and I'm confident that OpenAI will build AGI that is both safe and beneficial under the leadership of Sam, Greg, Mira, and now under the excellent research leadership of Jacob Pichocki. It was an honor and a privilege to have worked together, and I will miss everyone dearly. So long and thanks for everything. I'm excited for what comes next, a project that is very personally meaningful to me, about which I will share details in due time." 2 minutes later, Sam Altman tweeted, "Ilya and OpenAI are going to part ways. This is very sad to me. Ilya is easily one of the greatest minds of our generation, a guiding light of our field and a dear friend. His brilliance and vision are well known. His warmth and compassion are less well known, but no less important. OpenAI would not be what it is without him. Although he has something personally meaningful he is going to go work on, I am forever grateful for what he did here and committed to finishing the mission we started together. I am happy that for so long I got to be close to such genuinely remarkable genius, and someone so focused on getting to the best future for humanity. Jacob is going to be our new chief scientist. Jacob is also easily one of the greatest minds of our generation. I am thrilled he is taking the baton here. He has run many of our most important projects, and I am very confident he will lead us to make rapid and safe progress towards our mission of ensuring that AGI benefits everyone." So clearly we have here the beginnings of a narrative. Both Sam and Ilya reference this something personally meaningful that he's going to go work on. On the one hand, it's a fairly clean, non-controversial way to end a relationship on a positive note, and so might be the type of thing that you would just say even if it wasn't exactly true. On the flip side, it'll be pretty easy to tell whether it was true based on what Ilya does next. Greg Brockman also wrote effectively an emotional thank you letter to Ilya on Twitter as well. He wrote, "When we started in late 2015, OpenAI was a nonprofit with a mission to make AGI go well, but without a credible plan of how to accomplish it. In the early days, Ilya and I spent countless hours thinking hard about every aspect of culture, technical direction, and strategy. Together, we realized that we would need to raise a lot more capital than anyone had imagined in order to build supercomputers of unprecedented size. We fundraised together in the nonprofit, raising more than others thought possible, but still far less than was needed. We proposed creating a for-profit structure in service of the mission, and once that had been created, we continued to align and shape what the company stood for." A lot of the comments are like this one from Vittorio that says, "One last question remains though. What did he see?" For a lot of folks, this was completely inevitable. The Verge, for example, writes OpenAI chief scientist Ilya Sutskever is officially leaving. Who didn't see this coming after he tried to get Sam Altman fired? Along those same lines, Superhuman founder Vivek Sodera wrote, "It's been 6 months since the Sam, Ilya, and OpenAI board debacle. Would have sent shockwaves to the community if Ilya left when Sam rejoined. I'm willing to bet this was planned all along, as Sam and the board convinced Ilya to stay for 6 months in order to manage optics." This did happen almost exactly 6 months from when that whole thing went down, and I think Vivek is probably very close to right here. Now, maybe there was some question of whether Ilya would actually follow through with leaving. I wouldn't be surprised if, for example, they negotiated this 6-month window, but were clear that as long as Ilya wanted to stay, he would have a place there. But it seems highly likely to me that Vivek's analysis of what was going on behind the scenes is at least in part correct. Now, what added some heightened drama to the whole thing was when Jan Leike, who co-leads the super alignment team at OpenAI with Ilya, posted a few hours later the very terse, no happy corporate boilerplate message, "I resigned." Adding even more intrigue to that was that Logan Kilpatrick, who also recently resigned from OpenAI, followed up on that tweet saying, "Keep fighting the good fight." To which, of course, the natural question was, what is the good fight? For those of you who don't remember, the super alignment team was something that was announced in July of last year. Basically, it was an acknowledgement that we needed way more nonlinear progress to actually be able to steer AI systems that get smarter than humans. The super alignment announcement came with a time goal. They wanted to solve the problem within 4 years, as well as a dedication of compute effort, with OpenAI committing to dedicate 20% of the compute that they had secured up to that date to that effort. And at the time, it seemed like OpenAI ratcheting up their focus on this issue. For that reason, it's understandable why some folks, particularly on the AI safety side of things, would be concerned with this turn of events just 10 months later. Robert Masiejko summed up many people's sentiments when he wrote, 5 core safety experts at OpenAI, including Ilya, who was involved in firing Sam Altman, have left the company. Jan Leike has since resigned, and that's just as concerning as Ilya leaving. Both are highly respected in AI, so losing them is a big deal. I believe the main reason for firing Sam was this group's fear that AI development was moving too fast without enough safety measures, even if the audit didn't support this. It's like a bank getting rid of its risk management team and hoping loans don't default, or a pharmaceutical company releasing new cancer drugs without proper testing. What's the OpenAI board stance on this? Are they pushing full speed ahead? With no US regulations and unlikely international ones, we're left hoping everything turns out okay. Like I said, Robert was far from alone with this sentiment. There have been a group of people who, ever since the whole firing happened, have been unwilling to accept any other explanation for what went down than these sort of safety-based concerns. There are some who think that if this is the case, they'd like to see more action. Jeffrey Miller, for example, writes, "So Edward Snowden risked treason charges and life in jail to blow whistles on NSA mass surveillance affecting 350 million Americans. I hope some of you guys quitting OpenAI will have the courage to blow the whistle on anything unsafe they're doing that could affect 8 billion people." However, there were many who also felt that the opposite might be true. Brian Atwood, for example, wrote, "Plot twist, the safety team left not because they saw something, but because they saw nothing. No real danger, only limitations, dead ends, and endless distractions with commercialization. No path to AGI with GPT, but the product is live and the bags must be pumped. AGI will be achieved, but not by OpenAI." I think it's an interesting theory, although we don't have any particular evidence of this. And I thought, frankly, even more compelling an argument from just a sheer rationality standpoint came from Mason on Twitter, who wrote, "People are freaking out about the Ilya Yan resignations like the obvious thing anyone would do if their company was about to destroy humanity is resign and post cryptic tweets about it." She continued, "I'm not saying it's a nothing burger, but I am saying that public but cryptic resignations are obviously getting these very intelligent guys more bang for their buck than violating their NDAs. And I don't think that's compatible with the idea that we're all about to die." So, even as some questions get resolved, specifically the question of whether Ilya will be staying at OpenAI, the more significant questions absolutely remain. That, however, is going to do it for today's AI Daily Brief. Until next time, peace.